Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard and today we're out here at Holston Creek to play around with all of Goliath Discs molds. Just to run through them real quick, I've got the Genesis, which is their throwing putter. It's a nice, straight, glidey putter. I've got this in the baseline, which is what I'm going to be putting with, and the Premium, which is going to be my main throwing putter. Then we've got the Pillar, which is their answer to like a zone or something like that. But this is a lot more stable than a zone, so not really going to be using this except for like approach shots under 200 feet where I need a lot of like right to left or left to right movement. Then we've got the Gyra, which is their straight to slightly understable mid range. The Premium one is definitely really straight, while the baseline one will give me a little bit of turn, but this is also just a really nice straight disc. Then we've got the Redemption, which is their straight to overstable mid-range. The red one will give me a little bit of early turn, while this white one will just kind of hold whatever line I put it on and then just give me a nice gentle fade at the end. Then we've got the Enoch, which is their fairway driver. This white one's actually straight to slightly overstable, with this blue one being pretty understable. So it's nice. I'm going to be able to get multiple shots out of these. Then we've got the Chain Breaker, which is basically a tilt, just super overstable, kind of like the Pillars, where I'm not really going to be using this, but for like just chip shots, or it's just shots where I really want to land on like a really hard hyzer angle. We've got the Ambush, which is just a really nice understable distance driver. This one is probably this one's going to be my roller disc, or just a disc where I just want this disc to turn over as much as possible. Then we've got the Rapture, which is basically going to be my destroyer or overstable distance driver. Nice, comfortable forehand, backhand, just really reliable disc. Then finally, we've got the Slingshot, which is the newest disc from Goliath. These are pretty interesting because the color affects this one a lot more than some of these other ones, where this white one's going to be my main like bomber disc, where I'm going to hit it flat. It's going to turn for a long time and then ultimately fade out. The purple one's going to be kind of like that, but it's not going to hold the turn at quite as long, but still going to give me a good amount of distance like this one. And then the Glow Oasis, which is the newest in plastic from Goliath as well. This one's actually kind of overstable, where it will turn a little bit for me, but ultimately it's going to fade back fairly hard. All right, guys, that's all the discs. I'm sure you noticed I put in the thumbnail and the title. I'm going to be doing a giveaway in this video. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to need y'all to go down in the comments, tell me what mold from Goliath you would like to try, and in a week, I'm going to pick somebody out of the comments, and I'm going to send them that mold. I'm going to be doing that for today's video and for tomorrow's video, which will be the back nine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing the blue layout, and my best out here is 3 over. And if I'm able to beat that, I'm going to pick another person on top of the other person and send them their mold as well. And I'm going to do that for every stroke that I beat my personal best out here. So if I shoot even, I'm going to be sending 4 people whatever mold they want to try from Goliath. The only disc that's off limits is the Glow Oasis stuff, because that's not available yet. This one I only got because I'm on the team. I was on the team Facebook group. So any of these discs that you want to try, put them down in the comments and I'll pick y'all. I'll put the date on the screen right here. So y'all wish me luck, and let's go and get in the video. All right, guys, so we're on hole 1. This one's a par 5, 722 feet. Off the tee, we're just really trying to get past this tree and get in the middle of the fairway. From there, it doglegs left and goes straight for probably about 450 feet. So this one technically is eagleable, but not for me. So I'm just going to try and take the Rapture, put it over the top of this tree in the middle of the fairway, just trying to get a push around the corner and get myself into a really nice spots where I can get some good distance down the fairway, but ultimately just get myself to a really nice place to get a birdie. Actually, change of plans. I'm going to go with the Glow Slingshot just because it'll give me a little bit more glide going over the top of that tree, but still give me that nice, same hard finish that I need. Oh, yeah. Get left. Hurry. Ooh, that's going to be really good. I was worried it was going to push too far and end up in the tree line long, but that's actually like a perfect spot. So I wasn't actually really trying to play for the 3, but the position I put myself in is basically as good as you can do. So I'm going to take the purple slingshot because this one will turn off that tree that's in the middle of the fairway. If I hit it just right, I can get it to like pan out and just push straight through this right side gap you can see down there. But I've got to hit this perfect. Oh, it's so high, but I like it. Ooh, okay, I didn't need that skip, but probably should have gone with the white one because I feel like it might have turned a little bit more. Granted, I threw that a lot higher than I meant to, but I mean, I'll be able to pitch up there and get a birdie. All right, so I actually gave myself a putt. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go down to a knee just so I don't have to really worry about this low ceiling, but I can kind of be reckless with this because I really wasn't planning on birdieing this hole, let alone having an eagle putt. So let's see if we can get it. Oh, almost. Dang. Oh well. I'll settle for the birdie. All right, guys, we're on hole 2. This one's a par 5, 995 feet off the tee. Just trying to get up here as far up this hill as we can. From there, trying to get on top of the hill, and then depending on where you are on top of the hill, you can go for the basket, but odds are probably just going to be trying to just chip into the fairway. This one, just really trying to play for par. I don't even really think I've ever had a chance to get a birdie, but par will be fine, bogey will be fine. Just don't want to make a big mistake and take a big number. I'm going to go with the white slingshot, trying to put on some hyzer, see if I can get to just stand up it through the gap. Ah, dang it. Sit down. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. I'm going to go with the understable Enoch. Just try and throw it a little bit to the left of that tree. See if I can get it to bend back to the right. But I don't know if it really shows on camera, but we are going super far uphill. So this isn't going to act as understable as I think it's going to. So you just got to be touchy with this. Oh, pulled it. Ooh, thank you. That's fine. Whew. Got away with that one. I'd rather be off to the left side of the fairway. So I'm going to try and take the more understable redemption, throw it out to the left side of that tree, see if I can get it to bend right a little bit, but ultimately finish back towards the left. Well, never mind, we're good. Totally meant to do that. Okay, so from here you can probably see the basket just straight ahead. I think we're just a little bit over 400 feet away. So I'm not really in a great position to attack, but I've actually got really good footing, even though this is like one of the worst places to land in the entire fairway, because I don't know if you can see, but it's like really humpy right here. But I've got good flat footing, so I'm going to take the white slingshot. I'm going to throw it flat, basically just straight at the basket, and I just want it to turn right. If I finish right and hit the trees, something like that, that's fine. I'd rather be off to the right. Left side's pretty much jail unless you're like 100 feet short of the basket, so just going to see what happens with this, but hopefully finish off to the right. Get around that tree. Wow, that thing acts so much more understable. I was not expecting it to turn that much. I don't know. Might have bad footing over there. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so not too sure if you can actually see me or not, but not too far away from the basket. Footing's not too bad, but I've got to do a little like tricky turnover shot. I'm gonna try it with a gyra. That looks good. Don't hit that tree. Ooh, yes. There we go. That's a putt. Oh, well, I thought I missed it because I had the band, but it dropped, and then missed it because I hit left side. Nah, oh well. All right, guys, we're on hole 3. This one's a par 3, 270 feet. Basket's up this way, tucked slightly off to the left. Best play is typically like a overstable flex shot. I'm tempted typically to go with the distance driver because it's so far uphill, but really the best thing is like a fairway driver. So I'm either going to go with the Enoch or the Redemption. I'll let you know when I decide. I'm actually going to go with the Red Redemption because this will naturally turn a little bit for me, but with it going so far uphill, I think I can get it to fade out and fade back towards the basket. I can typically get this to about 300, so I think this should be fine when it comes to distance too. So give it a shot. Didn't turn for me that much. There's the fade. Oh, I got like a dud skip. He like hit and kicked backwards. So I should have a putt though. There we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 4. This one's a par 4, 482 feet. Going into the gap, you can see straight in front of us where the fairway kind of turns like 45 degrees right. And it basically goes straight all the way down to the basket. I'm just going to try and take the Genesis and just put it down here to the opening of the gap. And then from there, if I'm in a really good spot, I'm going to go for the basket, but otherwise just going to try and play for par from there. Oh, that's early. Oh, dang it, and it glided out too. Okay, that's fine. From there, I could probably pitch down into the gap and get a decent ways down there and make that approach shot into the green easier. Okay, so end up in a good spot. Just have to do a little chip Anheuser forehand into the fairway, and then from there try and get up and down. Just got to be careful because these things like to fade a lot. Oh, that's so high, but I think it's good. Sit down. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, so not in a bad spot. Just got to do a little patent pending step out and just try and get this to go straight. Go with the Genesis again. There we go. Sit right there. Perfect. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This one's a par 5, 904 feet. This one's going to be pretty much make or break for this round because best I've ever taken on this hole is a 5. And it's going to be really easy for me to take a big number in this hole. But biggest thing to pay attention to is we got OB off to the right, about 320 feet ahead. So biggest thing is I'm just going to try and stay to the left till we get past it. Then from there, we've got to go up a hill, down like a tight wooded fairway with the basket being at the end of that on the slope. Off the tee, I'm really just trying to set myself up for an approach shot to the base of the hill, get on top of the hill, and then go down the rest of the way that fairway, and hopefully get out here with the 5. I'm going to go with the Red Redemption again. It's been working really good for me. I'm not getting as much turn out of it as I think I'm going to, but I don't mind a little turn on this tee shot, so let's see what we can do. Okay. That's fine. We're in the fairway. Whew. So not in a great spot to try and get aggressive. So just going to try and put this up there where I want my tee shot to land and see what we can do from there. I'm early releasing that for some reason. Oh, that's so good. Thank you. Stop it. Stop. Yes, perfect. All right, so from here, I'm going to try and go just to the left side of these 2 trees straight in front of us. Just go around it with the Redemption. Just try and get the flex out and push straight. I'm tempted to go with the red one again, but I trust the white one a little bit more to flex out of it. So see what we can do. Woo! Oh, I thought I missed it. Dang. All right, so options aren't looking too great, but I do have like a thumber line with the ambush. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will pan and kind of go out to the left, but as long as I'm out of this stuff, I'll be fine. Oh, oh, sorry, I didn't see you. I got lucky with that one. That could have been really bad. Could have had a Eagle McMahon hitting somebody on top of the head moment. Let's see. I'm not trying to get aggressive again. I've been too aggressive on this hole so far, and it's put me in a lot of trouble. So, just gonna take the pillar, put it to the bottom of the hill. Just see what we can do from there. There we go. So from here, I typically probably just throw a putter to the top of the hill, but I'm gonna try something different. So I'm gonna try a tomahawk with the ambush. I think they call it, I guess you'd call it like 11 o'clock angle, and see if I can get it to just kind of swoop and never really get back to this angle, and just see if I can get it to kind of flatten out and like drift back to the left, but ultimately land on its top so that it skips and goes back towards the left. Oh, flip too quick. Actually, might not be bad though. Probably have to be stuck on the left side rough, but should have a hyzer into the green from there. Get through. Okay, we're good. In the fairway. Whew. All right, so I can either run this, try and be a hero and take an 8, or lay this up, take a 9 guaranteed. I'm going to do that because there's plenty of other strokes out here in the course that I can pick up. I don't need it here, especially now, this early in the round. Just don't roll. There we go. So this is this. So I believe this is the only hole that's the same on the gold and the blue layout, with the gold being the harder layout. And on the gold layout, this is one of, if not the hardest holes in the course. So this is definitely the hardest hole in the blue layout. So to be able to get through here and still be, what, one stroke back of my main goal is going to be really good, because the holes get a lot easier from here. All right, guys, so we're on hole 6. This one's a par 3, 285 feet. Basket's up here, tucked off to the left. So you've got to throw like a hyzer out over the water and carry back towards the left pretty far. So best play really is to either throw something that's like kind of glidey overstable, that'll just kind of draw itself back to the left, or something that's kind of understable that'll like kind of flip up but not flip up all the way. The hardest part about the shot is you have to get it through the gap before it starts to fade, or else you're going to hit some of these limbs and fall down in the water. So I'm going to try the white Enoch, which is the more overstable one. Give it some hyzer, give it a good amount of height, and just see if I can get it to through the gap and just carry left. Oh, good grief. I didn't hear a splash. So we might be safe, but whew, what a yank. Sit down. That's fine. You can make that putt. Ah, too soft. Ooh. We're safe. Dadgum. Ooh, what a round. Started out hot and just immediately cooled off. That's okay. We've got 3 more holes though. All right, guys. So for hole 7, we got a par 4, 482 feet. Going straight for a little bit, then it fairway doglegs into the right, into the wood line. So tee shot, really just trying to push something straight as far as I can, line myself up with the gap, and go with the white Enoch. Ah, dang. I wanted to get aggressive, but the angle I had, I couldn't really do anything on. So I'm gonna take Redemption, put it up there. Don't need to throw it very hard. Only reason I'm going with the Redemption is just because I don't want to throw the Genesis hard. I'd rather throw this soft because I got bad footing. But just throw it out there, get up to a little bit out to the left, but not too far. Just set myself up well. Not as far left as I would have liked, but that's perfectly fine. All right, this should be the easy part. I'm just gonna flex this a little bit, just the trees off to the left side of the basket. Just get it fade out and scoot up right to the basket. That's fine too. Skip. You're right. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Finally made a putt. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This one's a par 3, 320 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. Really, either go just dead straight at the basket, or you can go wide hyzer out to the right. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to try the purple slingshot. And I'm going to give it a good amount of hyzer, maybe not that much, but like enough hyzer to where it won't flip up to completely to flat. And I'll see if I can just kind of get it to push straight and just ride really far left. Because typically, if I throw the Rapture, which is like the destroyer type disc, it'll be like 30 feet right and a little short. So hopefully if I get this right, I can get it up there for a putt. That's lower than I meant to throw it, but that's working. Okay, I got a good skip at the end too, so should be putting at least. Man, that's another high left putt. At least that one stuck this time. Ooh. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one's a par 5, 932 feet. Yeah. Basically, we're just going dead straight this whole way, but the fairway is about this wide the whole time. So really just got to just throw clean chip shots in the fairway. The hole's not that long, so I really don't need to throw anything faster than like a mid-range on this hole. So I think I'm going to go with fairway off the tee just because I want to throw it at that cedar tree and get the bend off of it. So I'm going to throw the blue Enoch off the tee, but after that, it's going to be putters and mids for the rest of this hole, hopefully. A little bit farther left than I meant to throw it, but like cut rolled back towards that tree. So as long as I'm not in that cedar tree, I should be okay, but we'll find out. All right, so I am kind of in the cedar tree, but I'm not too far in there. But if I want to get into position to get a birdie, I've got to get around this corner, I guess, or this bend in the fairway you can see in front of us. So I'm going to try something with the ambush. I'm going to see if I can get it to flip up, turn, and fade back on a forehand. If it turns over, that's fine. Doesn't really matter. I just got to get something up there. And I know this, I can get distance on this even though I'm in an awkward position. That's fine. Sit down. Okay. Ooh, that'll be tricky. I wasn't actually expecting that to fade out that much. Ooh. Hey guys, sorry about that. My phone ended up almost dying and was completely full on memory, so I had to just kind of get the putts in and get out of there. But I ended up taking a 7 on that hole, which put me at 9 over for the front 9, which isn't too bad. I wish I could have played better, but ultimately, if you look at my round, it was really 5 and 6 that were the 2 holes that made me be that far over par. Because without those 2, I would be 2 over. So, and ultimately, it's just a shoulda, coulda, woulda type thing. Where if I should have played those holes better. If I could have done this, it would have been better. But I don't know. It's whatever. But biggest takeaway I'd say I got from this is I just got to be more confident in my disc choices, just because I kept trying to like decide between two discs. Even when I was like on the tee pad ready to throw, I was like halfway through my run up thinking like maybe I should throw this instead, and it just completely messed up my mental game and made it to where I was not playing well at all. And because you could tell once I was confident and like picked discs that I knew like this is the shot I want to throw, I threw the shots well, and I was able to get birdies on some of these holes out here, which is getting 3 birdies out here in the front nine is way better than I ever do. But ultimately, just going into the back nine, I've just got to be more confident in my disc choice, confident shot shape, everything. Especially because there's a lot more OB on the back nine, but there's a lot of scoring opportunities on the back nine. Because I believe, yeah, I've got to shoot 7 under on the back nine in order to get into a spot where I can give out more than one disc in my giveaway on each video. So I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be tough. It's doable, but it's tough. So y'all wish me luck. But like I said at the beginning, if you want to get in the giveaway, go down in the comments. Tell me what disc you want to try out. I'll pick one of y'all at this time. I forgot what it was. But if you don't want to wait for me and you want to pick out a disc yourself and go ahead and buy one, try it out. I got their link down in the description. Please go check them out. And if you use my code BenHoward10, they'll get you 10% off your order. So please go check them out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and y'all have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving.